A chapter that came to me in a dream. Written purely fantasy. She lay on her side, the sheet tangled between them, her head propped up on her hand. The air was thick with the scent of him, clean but warm. Like skin kissed by the sun, like something familiar and safe. His fingers traced slow, absent-mindedly patterns along the curve of her shoulder. His touch, feather-light, almost lazy, like he had all the time in the world to learn her by heart. He was speaking, his voice low and full of amusement. Something about a story from work, or maybe it was a memory from years ago. She wasn't really listening. She was watching him. More specifically, she was watching his eyes. His impossibly blue eyes. The kind of blue that never really settled on one shade. They always seemed to change with the light, shifting between icy edges of the winter mornings and that deep, endless, expansive ocean at dusk. They'd always been her undoing. They'd always been the thing that made her forget how to breathe. She'd never really known the thought of why blue was her favourite colour. It just was. It had always been the answer she'd gave as a child if she was asked. The answer she repeated over the years without hesitation. It had always been blue. And now, laying here with him, the world outside of the window, soft and quiet, she finally understood why. It had never been about the colour itself. It had always been about him. She watched the way the soft lamplight caught the edges of his irises, deepening the colour and making them look even more like the sky before the storm. She wondered how she had never realised it before, how she had gone so many years loving blue without knowing it was because of this, because of him. He shifted slightly, his fingers still brushing along her skin, his touch leaving warmth in its wake. "You're quiet," he murmured, his lips curving into a lazy, knowing way. "What are you thinking about?" She parted her lips, but nothing came out first. How could she explain it? How could she tell him that he, was the reason for something as simple and deeply ingrained as her favourite colour? That he had somehow, unknowingly, shaped a part of her before she even realised it herself. "I like your eyes," she finally said, her voice softer than she had intended. He laughed, the sound warm and familiar. "Yeah?" She nodded. Her fingers reached out, tracing the space between them, the delicate skin and the faintest hint of sleepless nights and the laughter-filled mornings. "I think," she hesitated, her own laughter catching in her throat, "I think that's why I've always loved blue." His brow furrowed slightly, amused, still dancing in the corner of his mouth. "What do you mean?" She let her fingers drift lower, over the sharp jawline, down the place where his pulse beat, steady beneath her touch. "I mean, I never really had a reason," she admitted, "but I've always said blue. Always. And now, looking at you, I think maybe it's because of this. Maybe it's because of you." His expression changed then, something unreadable passing through his features. He didn't speak, not right away. Instead, he reached up, catching her hand in his, bringing it to his lips. He pressed a kiss on her palm, slow and lingering, before resting it against his chest. "You say things sometimes," he murmured, "that make me feel like I don't deserve you." She frowned, shaking her head. "That's not true." He smiled, small but real. "It feels true." She didn't know how to explain it, that it had never been a choice, that loving him, being drawn to him, had always been something woven in the very fabric of her being. It had always been there, even before she had the words for it, even before she had him. Instead, she leaned in, pressed a kiss on his forehead, breathing it in. Blue had always been her favourite colour, and now she knew why.